Okay, so as the scrolling text below indicates, as well as our pinned comment, this is a very special occasion for Drezen Draws. So much so that this is not being streamed through the Drezen Draws Facebook page, as would be the norm, because I had to change some settings in my royalty-free streaming music service, epidemicsound.com. Anyways, technical jargon aside, my name is Rich Drezen, for those of you who don't know me. My pronouns are he, his, and I am the creator of Luckyzilla. Now, what is Luckyzilla exactly? Well, why don't we start by going to the Luckyzilla Collection 1 Kickstarter. Now, there is a video up on our site, and we might play it a little bit later. But let's scroll down a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go to the campaign. Now, where are we? Nope, that's not the right one. There we go. Now, what on earth is Luckyzilla? Meet Bruce Deodato, an ace detective with a very special ace. Whenever trouble strikes, in the crime-ridden metropolis that is Massapequa Heights, Bruce secures shelter with which to endow himself with a necklace called the Medal of Life, which transforms him into the high-flying, electrifying, near-invincible Luckyzilla. Mentored by the gruff and mysterious Ralph the Rat, Lucky seeks to pave the way towards a brighter future for us and our loved ones, regardless of any obstacles that threaten to turn out the lights. He engages no opponent with hate in his heart. He only seeks to disarm them. So we have over here Bruce Deodato. Whoops. Hello. Bruce Deodato. Oh, it's not letting me zoom in. That's okay. So we got Bruce Deodato becoming Luckyzilla. Luckyzilla features a wide range of personalities of all shapes and sizes, origins, lifestyles, and genders. Let me tilt the microphone more this way. There we go. Our goal is to give any reader anywhere in the world the opportunity to see themselves authentically represented in our books. While not all the characters depicted here in this specific collection appear in this specific collection, they have appeared in other works published, such as Paula D'Angelo. And we go from left to right. We've got Harmony D'Angelo, Captain Dudley, Angela Trampas, Paula D'Angelo, Graham Pickens, Ralph the Rat, and Frank D'Angelo, who is the father of Harmony. And then, of course, what makes a great hero is not even so much the hero, but the villains. The Ref, Quackery, Hellhound, and Royal Flush. Not shown to scale because, well, he's a lot bigger. He's a bigger boy. There's also something that I can't seem to get rid of, but that's okay. It's telling me that I can't back my own project. That is actually an answer to one of the FAQ questions, because I figured there would be some frequently asked questions, so I just kind of made stuff up. But by all means, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them. You are more than welcome to. Now, let me see if I have any comments of yours thus far, because I will be checking in periodically to see if y'all need anything. Oh boy. Just bear with me for a moment, if you don't mind. Got anything else you want to ask? Feel free to do so in the comments. And the link to the Kickstarter is also in the comments. So we're going to do things a little bit differently than we normally do on Drezen Draws, because normally on Drezen Draws, I would be drawing on this bad boy, my Wacom Cintiq 22 HD. And that's actually how you say it, is Wacom. I would be drawing in Adobe Illustrator, whatever the theme of the week happens to be. And just so you know, if you like what you see here and would like me to perform at your next event, feel free to message us or head to drezenmedia.com. Let's see. Bear with me a second. Now, I'm going to be using our... Let's see. I thought I had a comment. Okay, no big deal. So I've got up here the Adobe InDesign document for Luckyzilla number 35. And as I'm scrolling through, there are a lot of blank pages. And I'm about to sneeze, so I apologize. Thank you! I had a summer cold. I'm trying not to have that happen again. All these empty pages. We gotta do something about that. One of the things that I'm going to show you today is how I am going to model an interior of a factory and some heavy machinery in it. So like I said, I'm probably going to be missing some of your comments, but feel free to put them in, and I will answer them as I can. So I'm going to switch over to my other machine here. Oh, good. I have captions. I'm waiting for them to come up here. That's okay. So, what to do now? Well, I have a whole bunch of references that I snapped from a number of different sources. What we need are scenes in a factory. The story of Luckyzilla number 35 has something to do with laser discs. Let me see. Take a look here, 24-hour operation, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Give me a second here, folks. Okay, this right here is what I am trying to create. Let me get rid of that for a moment. One of the first things I want to do is I want to come over here, and I'm going to raise my voice up a little bit. I'm going to go into this 3D program and start making shapes. And yes, if you're wondering, I am a little nervous about this. I want this campaign to go well. So far it has. But there's still a lot of time left to go, and anything can change. I wouldn't want it to, but at the same time, life has a funny way of throwing curveballs at you. I don't know if I'm going to get to the whole set today, but what I can promise you is you are going to see some other sets. Let me bring the microphone up. All right, here we go. Glad that reaches. Let's see something here. Ah, there we go. So I don't accidentally bump into anything. Actually, we're not going to do that. We want that there. We gotta make sure that our math is on point, because if it's not, this will not look as we want it to. Let me see. There's that. That's 15. But yeah, I wanted it here. Now, I know this seems like boring math stuff, but trust me, it isn't. Now, there's a few different ways I can go about this if I wanted to, but I'm going about it this way. Oops. Trying to make sure that everything lines up as perfectly as it possibly can, because I got to do the same thing on the other side. And I also might need to raise up this a bit. There we go. $24. There we go. That's starting to look like one of the carts that we want to make. Let's bring this down here. This is going to be our floor support. Oopsie. Now, years ago, when I started making 3D sets, I wasn't looking for scale or anything. I was just like, I need something that is going to give me perspective so that this way I don't have to draw stupid backgrounds. and since that point, I'm glad to say that I haven't really had a need to draw stupid backgrounds. But over time, the stuff started to look about the same, and it didn't seem like it was getting any better, so at a certain point, I said to myself, well, I think I can... Yeah, let me... whoops. Let me work on the perspective a bit. So there's always room for improvement. At least I think so. Particularly with the production of the last few issues of Luckyzilla. When I start building a set, which I don't often do, because I had been using stock-bought, royalty-free models that I would then reskin till my heart was content, I've decided, to make more and more things my own, which is, both easier said than done, and at the same time, pretty gratifying to be able to challenge yourself. I was just like, no, I think I can really do better with this, and I should, and I have. I'm wondering, maybe I should give these things wheels. I did as much research as I possibly could on the Laserdisc format prior to starting production on this book, which the story has been in pre-production for about a year and a half. I know this doesn't look like much now. Okay, where are we? That could be why. Because the damn box is underneath the wrong leg. There we go. Now that looks like something. once I get this wheel situated, I want to talk to you a little bit more about the campaign. With selection. Now, so far, this is what we're working with right here. Ain't much to look at. But then I also realized, yeah, you know, let's show the safe frame. Let's get in the proper resolution we are going to render at. Let's try this again. Here we go. Do wheel 01 this way. We can make sure that we get all our wheels properly situated. And also, because I'm assuming that these wheels would have a tendency to change position, I'm going to rotate them just a little bit as I move them, clone them, and all that fun stuff. All right. Now let's re-render our box. Our cart, rather. There we go. Now the idea is to make more than one tier. So let's get that going. Simple things to do in 3D. Start small. Okay. Now, let's get back over to our Kickstarter tiers. Very important. The Luckyzilla Collection 1 collects the first 6 issues of the Luckyzilla comic book, and the rewards are as follows. For $1, you get our heartfelt thanks, which includes a digital personalized thank you card. $5 will get you a contributor listing in the book. If you can't afford the book right now, we understand. It happens. It's post-COVID, so there's a lot of us that are still struggling, and we get it. So for as little as $5, we will give you a shout out, and when you're able to afford the book, we will have it ready in some form for you to purchase. We're just not exactly sure when, but we will get to that. For $18, you get the digital half dozen. You get Luckyzilla numbers 1 through 6 as digital comics and the digital thank you card. There's no shipping involved, so certain rewards and add-ons that are listed from here may or may not be included with one another. Moving on to the physical items. $35 will get you a copy of the book. That's right, Luckyzilla numbers 1 through 6. Completely in order, completely unedited, uncut, all that fun stuff. It can be yours for $35 plus shipping. It also includes a contributor listing in the book and a digital thank you card. Optional add-ons include, for $10, a Celebration of Luckyzilla on DVD, normally priced at $15 plus shipping in our Luckyzilla store, and features 4 classic Luckyzilla short films, including the restored Atomics and All in a Day's Work. If you have a Blu-ray player, for $15, you can add on to this reward and the next one, print and digital, which we'll get to, the same Luckyzilla collection, the same A Celebration of Luckyzilla, but on Blu-ray disc and in high definition. For $20 add-on to the copy of the book, you can get a 1-year subscription to the Luckyzilla comic book. And that will keep you up to date on our latest work, which we are very excited about. We're excited about giving you the first 6 issues of our book, which are out of print. And as long as you are getting that, we would like to give you the opportunity to be locked in for the books that are being released this year. Thus far, we've released Luckyzilla numbers 33 and 34, which came out at the beginning of the month. Luckyzilla number 33 came out in April. What I'm working on now is Luckyzilla number 35, due out in October of this year. And Luckyzilla number 36 will be released just after Christmas. So there's a lot you can do with this $35 reward. Or you can still just get the copy of the book. That's totally fine. No harm, no foul, no pressure. If you have some money to spend and money is really of no object, you can go for the best of both worlds. Print and digital, Luckyzilla numbers 1 through 6. Just note, the copy of the book, the physical copy of the book, contains special supplementary material. All the more reason to get it. But yes, of course, we have the digital versions available of Luckyzilla numbers 1 through 6, along with your contributor listing in the printed book, the digital thank you card, and, as an added bonus, a super exclusive Luckyzilla digital comic. The $5 listing, I forgot to mention, also includes a randomly selected Luckyzilla digital comic. I just can't tell you what one. Let's see. You also have the same optional add-ons as the physical copy of the book reward at $35. So yeah, there is a lot you can do already. I may be adding additional items. I might not be, only because this is my first Kickstarter. Admittedly, I was very nervous when I went into this. My friends Pete Vasquez, who is half of the amazing team that is Fat Guy Inc., Alex Sapontis, I am probably butchering your last name. I deeply apologize. And Sebastian Bonet. Alex, by the way, is half of Wayward Raven. They launched their recent anthology, which I have around here somewhere, We Suck at Comics, and they're starting to accept submissions for Volume 2. I have Volume 1. My other friend, Sebastian Bonet, drew the cover of Luckyzilla number 11 and co-wrote Luckyzilla number 20. They all were great in helping me make up my mind to finally do this Kickstarter to get Luckyzilla truly on the world stage. There is a lot to do, there is a lot to explore, and it's also gratifying for me to look back into the history of the books and be able to do so with a certain degree of pride. Because there were times I would look back on that period of my life and be like, yeah, you know, the things that were going on here were not great, but at least I had the saving grace of the comics. So now let's get back to building our scene. Show off those links again in just a little bit. If you feel inclined to contribute to the campaign, we welcome it. And we thank you in advance. I got a little bit of time. I can do some more stuff here with our cart. It's going to be a big room. Lots and lots of stuff on it. With lots and lots of stuff in it.
Yeah, I know, I can English.
The cat's in the background somewhere. Silly cat. Okay. Go with a little more on that. A little more here. There we go. What I'm kind of looking to do is create an indentation in the legs. So in order to do that, I'm going to make what's called a pro-boolean. And hopefully I'm not going to screw this up. Name this floor because this is the production floor in the story. Hmm. I think I'm going to start this over just to be on the safe side. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Now we're gonna bring this a bigger boy back down. And there we go. But we're also not finished. Little cat, what are you doing? Got a little boy cat over there. His name is Jafar. AKA Fuzz, AKA... Oh, he's got a whole lot of names. But what fur baby doesn't? Just want a brighter purple. No, not bright enough. Or pink or whatever. Zoom this in a little bit more. Better yet, we're going to do that. And this time I'm just eyeballing everything. I could go with exact measurements, but I know some of you might want to see some more stuff come out of this, so I totally get it. Select all these parts so that this way We'll make the boolean go... The booleaning... leaning into the boolean will go a little bit smoother. Because when I started learning this stuff, it did not come easy. I mean, there's plenty of other things that I've done over the course of my life that have not come easy to me. One of them, in particular, is a Kickstarter. I was spoiled by certain advantages that I had, from working in printing to at least being in a time where I didn't have any debt whatsoever, and I could just kind of do as I pleased. But that has its limits, because at a certain point, you can only do so much by yourself. It helps to have other people being on your team and leading you. Now, I'm going to take a group of these off to the side because in case the program crashes and I'm a doofus, we will at least have... Come on now. We will at least have some filler, in case we need it, to continue. Oops. Oh, we don't want that one. We want this one now. Take a second. There we go. All right. Let's do it down there. Same thing. Yep, looking good, looking good. You can even put some bolts in there and make it look cool. Although, I might not actually, only because these things are going to be seen from a distance in certain panels. I might put something right around here. Might not even be necessary. We'll have to see. We'll have to see based on what else comes out of this. This one, I'm going to have to move some stuff around. And that's quite alright, because I don't think it shall disturb the rest of our little cart. I'm not going to go so far as to say that I could probably teach a class on this because I'm barely out of the woods, folks, in terms of 3D design. I mean, this is really all that I use 3D for. Let me also see how big this this set is. Okay, it's reasonable. So I ended up with a set that I'm going to show you in a little bit that was over 300 megabytes. It's absurd, but sometimes that's working with 3D. You have to be prepared for the the way out there. Oops. Oh no. What did we do? What we might need to do is convert this to something. No, it's not. It's not liking that. It did not like that. No, it still did not like that. Don't like that. I love when I have these problems. Let's see. Maybe this might work. Oh no. It didn't like that either. There's also one other thing we can do. I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't know if I would really change anything else with that. Hmm. Grrr! Alright, I'm gonna leave it alone because it's mad at me. good. There's music with lyrics now, so I don't have to talk. Okay, good. Folks, let's have a look at this card.
I think it looks cool.
Now, it's not the only card that we need. So after all that, yes, I know, you're probably thinking, oh, all that just for a silly card. Well, yes, for the moment. Now, what I'm thinking is there's going to be this big space and a big wall in front of it. And maybe 2 floors. Maybe about a big and I'm kind of improvising. On one hand, maybe I shouldn't have done a live where I just build a set. On the other hand, this is my live. I'll do whatever the expletive I want. No, that's not. It's maybe wide enough, but not tall enough. Let's go a little bit more this way. Yeah, yeah. So I'm envisioning there's going to be a wall someplace where some characters are looking at. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Hopefully there are some undo things for the viewports, which is quite handy. $350 is the height. We'll get some Metropolis looking thing in here. That'd be cool. My cat thinks so, even though he has no idea what the heck I'm talking about. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna create maybe a system of windows here. And there's a reason why. When I was doing research on Laserdisc production for this issue, a gentleman who had worked in Laserdisc production back a long time ago had advised me of certain things that that were done on a daily basis and the different departments there were. So what I'm looking to do is sort of recreate that if I can. As impossible as that sounds, but then again, I've also self-published 34 Luckyzilla stories. I mean, I think I'm definitely capable of going ahead with, you know, one more. Oh, the cat's coming towards me now. There we go. There's also going to be a machine somewhere in here. Which is very important because that is going to be our disc duplicator. Create a system of windows. Yes, I should say that's exactly what I want to do. Got nervous for a second. we also have to make a door. At least an area for a door. When I design sets, I think of them as places that someone would actually go into. Try to make it as functional as possible. Even if it's only for a few scenes. I'm also going to need to adjust the size of that cart. Or at least I might. We'll see. I think that should be okay. There is a door tool in this program, but I'm not going to use it for two reasons. One, as cool as it is, there is no reason. It is a little cumbersome at times. I have to end up doing some math, which is a little annoying, and if the door isn't going to be opening or closing throughout the scene or the page or the panel, there is no reason for me to use the door tool. Okay. Now, there we go. Wondering now. There's the cat. There's the cat. If I had another camera set up, I would show you the cat. So now while I wonder where the rest of our machines are going to go, I'm going to start making stacks of laser discs. Don't want to make them too tall. I want to make them very, very round. Very, very round shapes. Now, let's zoom in on this, because this is going to be our laser disc. This is very important. Let me see how that looks thus far. Alright, there we go. That's starting to look like something. Okay, that's starting to look like something. Get to. Let me see something real quick. Get to it. Oh dear. Oh no, it's about an inch. Let's see. I've got here my Laserdisc copy of Daffy Duck's Quackbusters, released by Warner Brothers in 1988. So I'm looking at a reference of an actual Laserdisc. But this way I can put it into our set. What are you doing, cat? You have to pardon us, we have a very weird cat. Now let's see. Label is about 3 inches. About a 3-inch label. Maybe just to differentiate it from other stuff, I'll give it this color. But actually, I'm going to have to give it another label all over again. And I will show you why. Okay. There we go. Now let's render that out. And that, my friends... Oh, I'm a dummy! That, my friends, is our Laserdisc. It looks pretty cool. Now imagine I get a whole room full of these things, which I kind of already have. That'll be interesting. Now, the more stuff I add, the more time it takes to render it. While that's rendering, let me try this again. So again, to go over our Kickstarter. Again, little as $1 gets you our heartfelt thanks. $5 gets your name in the book and a randomly selected Luckyzilla digital comic. Digital half dozen gets you the first 6 issues of Luckyzilla as individual digital comics and a digital thank you card. Copy of the book can be yours for pledging $35. It also gets you a contributor listing in the book and a digital thank you card. There are optional add-ons, including a celebration of Luckyzilla on DVD, a celebration of Luckyzilla on Blu-ray disc, or a 1-year subscription to Luckyzilla, which will get you each book, each individual issue, Luckyzilla numbers 33 through 36, which we are publishing this year. And you can get the best of both worlds. The book, the digital comics, all 6 of them, a contributor listing in the printed book, a digital thank you card, and a super exclusive Luckyzilla digital comic. And I'm not going to tell you what that is, because then it wouldn't be exclusive. The campaign runs until August 18th, 2023. Now, if you will pardon me for just a moment, I'm going to get some animal crackers. I shall return. The cat is in charge, and hopefully he'll be a good boy. I don't have enough tables here, kids. Alright, so this is how our cart came out. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now let's see about this floor. We gotta do something about this floor. Oh my goodness, that looks kind of ridiculous. It is walking around. Being a cat. I'm looking at this reference photo, and I got these green floors, which kind of look horrible. So, I mean, it's providing a really good reference, so I'm gonna stick with it. See, what do we got here? I mean, the longer this takes to render, the more likely I am to take off the refraction. Okay. That's not bad. It's not where I want to be, but it's not bad. And both cats are in the room. Hey, baby boy. Okay. Hi, mamas. Okay. Okay, that brick looks a little better, but let me now actually see how the other wall looks. And before I do another thing, I'm going to go 18 and 6 on here, on this, what's called a bump map. And the cat is scratching the speaker. Come here, you. Come on. Come on, come on. Ugh. You want to get in on the action, you get in. This is Jafar, aka Fuzz. Say hello, little cat. Okay, you be a good boy now. And there's Sissy. Sissy. Where'd she go? Hi, Mama. Okay. Alright, enough of the cats. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Get down, get down, get down, get down. Get down means, like, come on. Good boy. Now we need to fix these tiles. They're not really doing much for me. Okay. Alright, there we go. And let me zoom in on the laser discs now. There we go. Those are looking pretty good. Maybe we don't need the refraction element. So I think we'll leave that alone. I mean, plus, look at how much faster this is rendering. I think I need to change the walls. See, this is what's great about modeling backgrounds. This is something I've never really touched upon in other episodes of Drezen Draws. And that is because backgrounds and sets can that can get interesting for all intents and purposes. I don't want I kind of want more of a muted color scheme. But maybe not too muted. Maybe we need the refraction or reflection map here. And we'll try and see how that looks. And that looks not bad. One of the things that happens in the story, a running gag rather, is that laser discs had to be produced in an environment that was completely free of dust, dirt, everything. Like, if one piece of dirt got on the thing, it was screwed. It was done. It couldn't be manufactured. It couldn't leave the manufacturing plant. It would fail quality control miserably. There would be noticeable defects in the disc. I'm just playing around with some numbers now to see if I get different results. Doesn't seem to be doing much. Okay, that's a little better. That's more in tune with what I'm looking for. Let's look at this from a larger space. Okay, there we go. I think we need to fix the bump map. Yeah. There we go. You see how everything is straight now, which is what we want. Now we have to figure out where else we're putting these carts. The carts are pretty much going to be the same. Okay, we're at 6 megabytes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a few more of these. I also got to keep in mind the last window that I need to make. The program is starting to get a little antsy. Also got to make a door. And I'm not really liking what this floor is doing. There we go. Yeah, the reflection and refraction, I mean, it's okay for some things, but for other things, it just doesn't seem to hold water. And that's okay. Sometimes I get in the zone and I get very, very quiet. I think I'm gonna get some pizza for dinner. Okay. Now, laser discs had to be manufactured in a space that was free of dust. So the running joke is everyone that works in this part of the factory is constantly muttering, extreme clean, extreme clean, extreme clean, extreme clean, extreme clean. My co-writer and I, Kevin Lasani, had a field day with that. And he has a tendency to repeat a lot of dumb things. So when he gets hooked on something, watch out. He stays hooked on it. There's more machinery that needs to go in here. Don't know if we have enough time to go through all that. But one of the last things I'm going to put in here is a big old glass wall. What are you doing? Little cat. Well, let's see where we're at. Okay, that looks okay. We still need a really large machine in there. And we also need a ceiling. But there we go. Hang on a sec. Ooh. Where are we? I just find my way. So, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Drezen Draws. Let me put the microphone back over here where it belongs. You can tell it's been a while since I've live streamed. Whew! So anyways, Luckyzilla Collection 1 is live now on Kickstarter. The link is in the comments. The link is also on luckyzilla.com, which goes to the Kickstarter. I mean, not luckyzilla.com itself, but there's a link on it. So that this way you don't have to copy down a whole bunch of link text that... It's like the link is on luckyzilla.com, and it's also in the comments. So you can pledge till your heart's content. I'm Rich Drezen, signing off saying stay drawsome.